Hello friends, welcome to my channel Data Making. In this video, I'm going to explain you how to create a first data frame in PySpark using a PyCharm IDE. Okay, so I installed my a Spark in my machine and also I installed my PyCharm IDE. Okay, so if you don't know how to set up Spark and set up PyCharm and create a Spark application, please refer my previous video and I given step-by-step procedure. So I will add the link of those videos in the description of this video. You can refer it. So let's get started. So this is my program to create a first Spark data frame, PySpark data frame using a PyCharm IDE. Okay. So first thing is you need to import the necessary packages. Okay. So since we just use Spark's session for this program, you just need a Spark session object. You just import from the PySpark.sql. Once you import that, you need to create a Spark session object. So to create a Spark Session object, you need to use the builder method from the Spark Session object, and then you pass the application name, master URL, and then there is a configuration property I'm using. I will explain you this later, and then you just use the dot get or create, which will give the Spark Session object. So I broadly categorize it into three approaches to how to create a data frame from or you can say high level how to create a data frame in three different ways. There are many ways you can create a data frame in PySpark, but these three are very essential or basics, essential one. Okay, so basically most of the program you use, most of the applications you develop or project you develop, you will be using this. One is creating a Spark data frame or PySpark data frame from Python object. Okay, then next approach is creating a data frame from CSV file. So CSV file or JSON file. So one is from the Python object you create a data frame. Another way is creating any file system or file formats like CSV, JSON or Parquet. From those files, how do you create a data frame? And third approach will be from reading from any external sources, like it can be a RDBMS data store, or it can be a RDBMS database, or it can be a NoSQL data store. So we are going to focus on RDBMS database called MySQL. Okay, so first we'll just focus on approach one. Okay, that is if I have a list of dictionary objects. Okay, so first of all, what is data frame? Data frame is nothing but representing your data in the form of rows and columns. So each row represents one entity. So it can be a user information, it can be a department information, it can be a any other information, customer or any information, right? So your entity becomes a row, right? So instance of one entity. Okay, so you instance of one user information is one row. Okay, so this will be a second row. So and each property will become a column in a data frame. So if we create a data frame out of this, so there will be a two rows in my data frame and three columns: user ID, user name, and user city. So I'm just creating. I hope people will understand what is the list and the dictionaries in Python. Please refer my Python videos if you want to fresh up those skills. Okay. So I created a list of dictionary objects. So this is a square bracket represents list defining a list. Okay, and then dictionaries. Now once you have list of dictionary objects, using that I'm going to create a Spark data frame. How do you create a Spark data frame? You can use a Spark session object dot create data frame function and pass this Python object, okay, which is a list object. If you pass, it will return the data frame. This is one approach. So, okay, second approach is by reading a CSV file. So for that, I am going to create a CSV file. Okay. So for simplicity, there is a uh, online free mockup data generator or sample data generator which I created. This is my official website for my YouTube channel. So datamaking.com. You can come to this website and go to the data generator. Okay. So in this, I'm going to just click on customer, So how do you create a data set here? You just have to choose. You have to like defining your table, right? So this is my. I'm going to have a customer ID column, which I'm going to just put it as a sequence number, right? So create column, and then I'm going to have a customer name, which will be a full name. I'm going to have a sample data or random data for a full name with a full name. So then third column I will have city, or like let me have country. So uses we have city, customer country. Okay, so here I have a data type called country, which will generate random countries for while generating the data. So I created three columns. Okay, so with this information, it's going to generate the sample data. Okay, so basically, you need to, if you want to download the dataset, you need to sign up. So it's very simple steps to sign up. You can just click on. You just have to give the email ID and username. You can just create. So I'll just sign in before, so that I can just download it. Okay. So I just signed in. I'll just go to data generator. So whatever the defined it is there, three columns. So now if you want to preview this data, just give the dataset name as customers, and you can give whatever the delimiter if you want comma or pipe. I'll just use pipe, and I'm going to generate 20 rows. Okay, I'll just see the preview the data. So you see your customer ID is sequence number, and you just give the, it's going to preview, it will show only 5 rows. So and your customer full name, and you have data from different countries. So the sample data is from Thailand and Iran and etc. Jamaica. So if you want to download this data, just click on download. So it's generating the customer.csv, right? Just go here, it's downloading. So I will just open it in a notepad, or I will open it here else. Okay, so I say three columns from different countries. It generated data for Italy, Mexico, and Oman. There are different countries. Uh, it generated the data. Okay, so Afghanistan is there. So different countries, right? So this is sample data. So let me get this data to this program. I paste it here so that I can access that file here directly. Okay, so now we have the sample data set, right? Uh, let me tell you how to create the data frame from file. So you just say data frame underscore CSV equal to same Spark session object dot read dot CSV, then give the file name as customers dot CSV, and you need to give the separator. Okay, so because the default delimiter is a comma, since I used pipe, I have to give that, and I'll say header equal to true. I want a header also, so I'll just say true. So this two properties enough to read the CSV file and make the data frame, right? So I'll just data frame dot show. Data frame dot show will return the records from that table. I'll just give 10 rows. Okay, so I'll just okay, I'll just keep 5 rows for displaying purpose. So this is how you need to create a data frame from file. So the next third is very important, how to create the data frame from the database table, which is a MySQL database table. So I have a MySQL instance in my local. So and I have a table called I have a database called department DB, and I have a table called department. Okay, so in this I have uh, two rows here, department ID 1 and 2, which represents ID and CS departments. So I'm going to read this table and create a data frame. So how do you do that? So since we want to connect to the MySQL database, we need a connector, MySQL connector For that, we need to download the dependency jars, which is some JDBC MySQL connector. So for that, you can manually download and provide the jar information in a configuration. That is one way. Or we can actually provide the package. Okay, the package nothing but the dependency details. Basically, this represents the Maven dependency of the JDBC connector, MySQL JDBC connector. So how do you know this information? You can go to Maven repository and type MySQL here and click on this first one, MySQL connector slash J, and I click on the, I'm using the latest one. So if you look at here, Maven group ID colon artifact ID, which is MySQL connector Java colon 8025. So that's what I provided here. The property name is spark.jars.packages. This is the property key, and value will be the Maven repository, the dependency detail. So if you provide this, automatically when I run, it's going to download the jar, and using the JDBC jar, we are going to connect the MySQL. So if you want to connect the MySQL, you need to build the MySQL JDBC URL, which I'm going to build it, and also we need to provide the driver class, which is a com.mysql.jdbc.driver, and this is my table name, and this is my host name, localhost. This is the port number, which is a 3306 default port number. This is my user ID password for MySQL. This is the database name. So when you read a data frame and when you read a database table and create a data frame, so there is a option called, okay, before I explain about building this query and JDBC URL. So the function we are going to use is spark.read format of JDBC, and for JDBC you need to provide these information. One is JDBC URL, driver, table name in the form of query, and username and password. So let's build the query. Okay, so how do you build the query? So the format is jdbc colon mysql colon slash slash host name colon port number, so localhost colon 3306 slash database name. This is my jdbc url, and then so query is basically a table name information, right? So I want to uh, uh, so get all the records from my table. I have only two records. So how do you build this MySQL? So you need to when you are querying your table. So basically, you cannot just provide the table name here. Instead, you have to say select star from select star from in open close bracket. Just put select star from table name, and as alias you just give as departments, and this query you just give it as a DB table here. So then once you run this, it's going to connect to the MySQL table and get all the rows and create a data frame. Okay, and then I'm just displaying that data frame finally using the show method. So these are the three one of the popular way to create a data frame, right? Let me run this. So starting from, it's going to download the dependencies based on the we provided. So the JDBC MySQL JDBC jar. So that's what it is doing here, and then it is going to construct the Spark session object. So from here, it's going to construct the data frame Spark session object. After that, it is going to create the data frame from the list of dictionary objects. Once it does that, so this is from the programmatically one, and this is while reading the file. So we have customer ID, customer name, and country, right? So we saw the Mexico data also, Mexico data. So that's this data frame from the second approach. From the third approach, so it's able to connect to the MySQL table and get the data and show it as a data frame. So there's some exception. We can just ignore that. Some temporary okay, so it's just you're not able to delete few things. Just ignore that. It's a kind of warning only, not a problem. So So there are three different ways I explained you to create a Spark data frame. I hope this video will be helpful to just get started with how to create a first Spark application or application to create a PySpark data frame from Python objects and from the CSV file and the MySQL database table. Okay. Please subscribe to my channel Data Making and click on bell button to get a notification whenever I add new videos. Thank you so much, friends. Please refer my channel to your friends so that both of them will get benefited. Thank you so much.